previously, the group of you have been exploring this volcanic labyrinth of natural and handmade structures. You snuck by a company of Goliaths to enter this space on the advice of two furbolgs who you had met and who seemed to represent some of the kami and their interests, and whose blessing you had sought. They, upon you receiving the blessing, they conferred to you that there was this darkness spreading throughout the jungle, this evil, unsettling presence north of here. You went, you found this Goliath company, and rather than speaking with them, you snuck past and entered this catacomb. As you've been exploring this catacomb, you've picked up snippets of conversation here and there, and you found a few different alternative entrances that it seems like the company camped on the outskirts is not aware of. During these snippets, you've heard something about them searching for a stone, and something about some kind of alignment, aligning some things. You've also been harried by the presence of corpses within. Based on your investigation so far, you've discovered that this company has been sending groups of slaves into this catacomb, basically as fodder to effectively disable all of the traps that are present throughout the jungle. Best way to deal with traps is to spring them, and well, they're just slaves. They're worthless to these Goliaths. Most of them have been gnolls. You have managed to rescue one elven woman named Peg, who was also sent in. She had led some type of assault upon the group that she had entered with, and ran into a field of mushrooms and fell prey to the spores of mushrooms knocking her out. You roused her, and she begged you not to send her back outside to the Goliaths, and offered to try to help the group of you as best she could. So you're letting her tag along for now. You've been pushing through and found a small lake underground that you've been unable to pass. You found a small tributary river that seems to lead into this lake. The fog not quite as thick on that tributary river, and you crossed it. Pushing across, you solved some puzzling alignment of two different sundials in two rooms that were mirrored across a corridor, and proceeded further to find a small ship-shaped room, with a set of stairs leading up to a perfectly dark hallway. As you entered this room, written in the air in front of you was the following children's rhyme some of you recognized. Duck and be nimble, quick as a quill. Avoid all the dangers up and down the hill. Duck under branches, be light on your feet. Through the meadow you'll go, it's a wondrous feat. With a hop and a skip, just like a hare, dodge all the troubles with utmost care. Duck and be nimble, explore far and wide. In the world of adventures, let your feet be your guide. And this is where we are picking up. Let me confirm which tokens I have up here. So we have 10, Dunnan, and Aeolus. So I need to move Dylan and Helarast. Dylan and Helarast, I will ping you to the appropriate space in a moment. And the time is yours. What would you like to do?
So, which is the direction we're heading in?
Heading north.
Heading north, okay.
Just found that riddle. That will stop.
Well, maybe we just follow what it says. We have to duck and be nimble.
That curtain, that shadow curtain, is that passable? Can we touch it?
The darkness in front of you, it's a very clear delineation. It's like the surface of a pond of dark water. Although it's vertical as opposed to horizontal. And you reach a finger into it. It enters the darkness. You pull your finger back out. Finger's fine. There's no visible sensation as you enter it.
I think we
Who's
should
brave
follow
enough? I was
instructions.
gonna say, we should. Is there something we can tie a rope to outside of the pool so that at least we have some kind of breadcrumb or rope to follow back if we don't like it? Or should we send one person in with a rope tied to them?
I can go.
Well, I had a bit of an idea, I guess. I mean, I can actually turn into a hare.
Oh.
But I don't think hares can see in the dark. 10, do you have the ability to cast the light spell? Or Heli?
No.
Not at this point. I kind of exhausted my magic abilities trying to save everybody's butt.
I think the light spell is a
Very
cantrip.
much appreciated.
The light spell would be a cantrip, though, if you had it. Okay.
I-
Well,
Yeah. I can create a bonfire, and I can control flames.
I have Sacred Flame.
I don't think that'll work. Well, I can turn into a rabbit, and I don't know, you can tie a rope around me, and we can see what happens.
I also have the ghost lantern that sheds light.
Okay. Yeah, Siegfried will use his wild shape to turn into a hare.
Okay. You are now a small rabbit.
Yeah. And then I would just wait for someone to tie a rope or a string around me. I can't really communicate in this form.
Yeah. I would hold the rope. I think I'm the strongest of all of us.
Okay. You tie a rope around the hare.
And then, as a hare, I would step through the dark wall.
Alright, you hop, 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 hop. Let me see if a rabbit has stats.
Yeah, that's what I was looking up right now. There is a rabbit. I don't know if it's
Hare. Monster. Cool. You get about 5 feet in, and I need a dexterity saving throw. The hare's dex is +3.
okay.
Hey, nice.
That's how you start off.
Pretty good, pretty good. You only take half damage. The hare has 1 hit point. Make me a. This is your stat. Make me a perception check.
Okay.
Okay. As the darkness consumes you, and you just sort of are going based on instinct from the direction that you had started and where the rope is sort of trailing back to. You hear the faintest of whistling sounds through the air. As you do, there's a split second later that you feel this erupting pain course along your body in a single line, impossibly thin. Like you've just been struck by a whip made of impossibly thin wire that sort of ricocheted around you, slicing where it landed, and then vanished off of your form. You take 11 points of slashing damage. That's 10 carried over to your normal form. And you are no longer a rabbit.
Okay. So it was 11 points of damage total?
11 total, yeah.
And I just shot back, that wasn't a good
Do I
idea.
feel the change of his shape?
No.
I immediately yank him out.
Well, because you tied it to a hare's body. I would say you would hear the snap of the rope as Siegfried's larger form breaks the rope that's been tied around him.
Siegfried, you alright? The rope snapped.
I'd say nope, that was a bad idea.
I'm coming in.
No, watch out. There's these wires.
And I'll duck while moving in.
Okay. You duck
Or
as you
move
move
at
in.
half speed.
Okay. As you duck moving in, roll me a dexterity saving throw. Yeah, pretty good. You take half damage. That's 8 reduced to 4. Very low. As you feel this red-hot strike upon your body for the briefest of instants.
It's magical.
You're not sure. But you take 4 points of slashing damage. You can have your armor
Because
master
of heavy
that.
armor master.
Yeah, that's fine. You can have your armor master it. It's a physical thing that hit you. As you sort of shake it off for a moment, you can feel beads of blood starting to form from what feels like a impossibly long paper cut along part of your body.
I would like to pop off a detect magic if I can.
Sure. You cast detect magic using a spell slot?
Yeah.
Okay. The darkness is magical.
Okay.
Everything else is behind total cover.
Does it appear to have a source, or is it just all around us?
All around you.
Okay.
Are you guys okay in there?
No,
No.
I'm not
Just
sure
got
what's
hit by
happening.
something.
We keep getting hit by something. I don't know what's happening. The darkness is definitely magical.
And the injury hit Dunnan even through his armor, so armoring means nothing.
Why don't two people try stepping through to see if both of them get hit?
Okay, Helly'll go.
Well, I mean, at the same time. At the same time.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. Whoever wants to go with me. Aeolus, come on.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Were we able to see Dunnan, like,
Get
drop
hurt. No.
before he walked in?
Ducking down? Yeah, you saw.
Yeah.
I would say.
All right.
He said he was doing it preemptively, so.
I'm
Did
going.
he walk through the center of the doorway or right or left?
He is on the second of 4 spaces from left to right,
Okay.
north of where 10 is.
All right.
Um,
I'm gonna make sure that the ghost lantern is active before I step in, and I'm just gonna hook to Hellerest and
Make sure to duck before you step through.
So Helras and Aeolus, you're both stepping at the same time?
arms linked.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'll hop in.
Okay. One of you...
I'll
one
crawl in.
That does not work with arms linked. We'll say you're next to each other in that case, then.
Okay.
Both you make me dex saves.
I have... Yeah, okay.
Cool. Hellerast, as you crawl in, you feel this lash of thin, almost like wire, sort of whip and ricochet along your back. You take 13 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Aeolus, as you step in with that hop, you feel something coil and ricochet up and around your legs, and then continues going and vanishes off of you. You take 17 points of slashing damage.
Oh shit.
All right. As I hit the ground, I'm just going to... I'm gonna step another 15 feet.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna try to be like playing like hopscotch almost.
Okay. So as you progress, roll me another dex save. Nope, not enough. You take another 15 points of slashing damage. This time it feels like it coils up your arm like a snake trying to squeeze the life out of you, and then it vanishes. You can feel your own warm blood start to flow down your arm from this spiral slice that's upon your exposed forearm.
Wait, before we move further, let me try one more thing. Siegfried would like to try to cast the daylight spell.
Okay, what level do you cast it at?
I will cast it at a level 3.
Level 3. You release the magic. As you feel this lights try to push out against the darkness here, it does not feel quite powerful enough to be able to overwhelm that which is currently coating you.
Well, that didn't work. I can try it one more time at a powerful level, if you guys like.
Whatever
You-
would help us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe we should try to dispel the darkness.
Well,
Away.
I would need to find the source of it to dispel it, which I cannot right now. It's just kind of all around us, I believe.
Does Helen have to?
Am I getting dispel magic right? Like, I would need to find. I can't just like reach out to the air and do.
Throw dispel magic in the chat. Let me double check.
Yeah.
10. You've been quiet as you've watched your new companion just sort of wander into this darkness and then scream in pain. What are you doing?
I'm preparing my med kits for when they inevitably come back out.
Okay.
You think
Um,
we're coming back out?
Either that or you're gonna trigger everything and then I'm gonna fly through no problem.
I mean, I'm okay with that.
So it says magical effect. A magical effect is the darkness. So
Okay.
you would, in theory,
I
be
mean-
able to target some degree of this darkness with
Okay.
spell magic.
So we know based on the daylight spell, it's higher than a level 3. And to dispel it, it would be a skill check then. Correct.
Spellcasting ability check, yeah, using your wisdom.
Okay. Let me see. I'm just reading through all my spells to see if I can. So first, I'm going to. Let me see. Is trying to see what's concentration and what's not. Sorry.
Yep.
Daylight is not concentration. Okay.
No.
I am going to first cast Enhance Ability on myself
Okay.
to give myself Owl's Wisdom,
Okay.
which gives me advantage on Wisdom checks.
Owl's wisdom. Yep. Advantage.
Yep. And then I would try and cast Dispel Magic on the darkness.
Okay.
Just at a level 3.
Okay. As you focus on spelling this magic, roll me a wisdom check with advantage.
Okay. And I also have Wheel right now,
Okay.
so I'm going to use that on myself.
Okay.
Which is D6.
I believe it's a D6, yeah. So it's a bonus to the roll, correct? So it's an
Yeah,
18?
bonus. Yeah, 19.
19, perfect. Okay. As you focus, and release this spell, your vision is suddenly flooded with the daylight spell that you've cast upon this space in which you're currently standing. You do not see Aeolus. The first 10 feet of this corridor that it seems that the group of you have entered has been illuminated and the darkness has vanished. You see Helarast on the ground in her crawling position, and Dunnan is still sort of half ducked next to you.
Okay.
You cleared a
But there's more darkness out of us.
yeah, you cleared a 20-foot wide by 10-foot space.
Okay.
And then another dark curtain.
Yeah, I would try and clear the next one to try and make it a little bit safer for the rest of the team coming through.
Well, you can see the next one. Go ahead and make another Dispel Magic check.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try and use it up while I have Advanced Ability going.
Yeah.
Can I quaff a healing potion
Sure.
as he's doing this? Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Yay, half my hit points back.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Helly will too.
You now have a 20-foot square section of this corridor that has been dispelled of darkness.
Okay. I tell the group, I got one of these left.
The group of you, 10, you can now see all 4 of them. All of you can see each other. Aeolus is right against the final curtain. The first curtain of darkness now. I
I'm
cannot
gonna
remove the
spend-
dynamic lighting on the layer because it's all built together. But
I'm gonna enter the space since I can see.
cool. Make me a dexterity saving throw.
Great.
Can we see now what's attacking 10?
We'll come to that in a moment. Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh. 10. As you enter the space, a very fine silver thread streaks out from a crack in the wall. You don't know exactly where, even with your high perception. And sort of lashes itself around your torso for a moment, sliding, causing this cutting motion, and then vanishes into a different crack in the wall. You take 12 points of slashing damage. All of you see this at this point.
Shit, what can we do against that? I don't have any ideas. All I can do is keep moving forward.
Was there any audible noise? Any click? Any? I don't know.
There was nothing.
It's just playing dirty.
There was no pressure plates that any of you noticed. No flared magical symbols.
Are we on an incline? The rhyme
No.
mentioned something about a hill.
Maybe we just have to
Make a history check.
jump.
A history check?
Yeah. Oh, the rhyme does mention something about a hill. You remember it accurately. I mean, it's floating in the sky behind you. But, no, you are not on an incline.
I just shrug. I mean, I guess we keep going forward.
Before then I will stand up and try to hop over one square. So, like 5 feet.
Okay, north.
Yeah.
Sure. I'll get your token for you. You move 5 feet north, make me a dex save.
No, over the next one. So, like
Okay.
10 feet.
10 feet forward? Sure.
As that
Do I
happens,
get hit?
Yes. Done. Make me a dex save. You're fine. It's reduced to 6 for the half damage, and then 3 because of Heavy Armor Master. Similar effect. This coil sort of streaks out of the ground, coils around your leg, and then pulls itself back into the crack that it came out of, leaving this spiral cutting pattern on part of your leg that you were able to pull away quickly.
I don't get it.
can I try to bind it?
Bind the wire? No.
Yeah, to see if it's a part of a creature.
As you focus on it, I'll say you determine that it is not an applicable use of your blood curse.
Okay.
You feel quite confident this is a trap, not a creature.
Okay. Well, whatever it is, it's not alive.
Wait, as 10 or Helly, do you see anything on the walls? Nothing?
The only thing in...
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was going to ask if I was to do a perception check, but it sounds like...
Sure, go ahead. Nothing seems to pop out into your vision 10, although you're also looking at the continuous injuries that the party is sustaining with their fuck around and find out methods. Peg chimes in. The only thing here is that rhyme. Are we supposed to follow it? She's still standing on the stairs. She doesn't want to cross the original threshold where 10 and Hellerest are.
I mean, we ducked, we hopped. What are we not doing?
Hellie'd like to cast Spirit Guardians
Sure.
and just see if they take the brunt of it.
Okay, protecting all of your allies.
Yes.
Oh, good. You have this
Void of Nature.
swarm of semi-corporeal insects and spiders that are swirling around you at this point. Do you take a step forward?
Yep.
Okay. How far forward do you like to move?
I'm just going to move one step.
Okay, one step. Make me a dex save, please.
Okay. Oh, shit, that didn't work, did it?
Ooh.
Still no good.
directly through this storm of spiders that you've conjured around yourself. This wire sort of drops down from the ceiling, coils around your neck for an instant before releasing. You take 15 points of slashing damage, and a con save to focus on concentration.
Okay. I do have heavy armor master. Does that help?
Yeah, so reduced to 12.
Okay, 12. Okay.
Siegfried.
And then what save again?
Con save, because you're concentrating on Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
And you took damage. Nope, Spirit Guardians just go on.
Oh shit. I have a +8 on that. I rolled a natural 1.
Yeah.
Yay,
very good at
finally,
concentrating.
someone failed the con save.
I mean, as soon as she gets one more bonus in there, she can't fail it. So.
Siegfried. 10. I have an idea.
Okay.
This is probably going to hurt a lot. I'm going
Already
to drop
It
into
already does.
like a sprinter's position. And
I
I
had
don't
the
like
same
where this
idea.
is going.
Just make sure you're ducking. I think you have to duck and move more than one space.
yeah,
I just
um,
wonder how many spaces?
and I'm going to take my last mutagen, which increases my speed 10 feet.
Okay.
Just be careful. I think there's a jump at the end of this if it works out.
Well, we're about to find out.
Okay. I want to make sure I understand correctly what you're leaning towards here. Your intention is to dash and move as quick as you can ahead of you when every few paces or every pace wires have been lashing the group that have been dealing decent damage. Based on your current hit points, you could probably maybe survive 2 lashes. Maybe.
Well,
This is your intention
Kelly's
is
got
to
spare the
sprint and
dying.
but that's
Kelly's
line
got
of sight
spare
and
the dying prepared.
that's touch, and if Aeolus sprints forward, he's in darkness.
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out what it says to duck and be nimble. And we've been ducking, but I don't know what be nimble, what we're missing.
and as quick as a quill.
Now I chose that we don't have a smart person in our group.
Is this children's rhyme like associated with a dance or a movement pattern? You know, like Ring Around the Rosie is?
Make me a history check. Pretty good. So this is typically used similar to like Ring Around a Rosie, and the children who are playing it, usually it's a version of a game of tag that little girls will play, and the rule of it is the tagger has to continuously chant the nursery rhyme as they try to tag people, so that way people who are hiding know that the person who's about to try to tag them is getting close.
I start chanting the rhyme out loud, and I'm gonna try to move forward doing so.
Okay. How far would you like to move?
That I remember.
How far would you like to move?
I'm just gonna keep moving until I get hit.
Okay. So you approach Aeolus. That's 15 feet. And then you're stepping into the darkness as part of this also?
Mhm.
The group of you see 10 just stride into the darkness and vanish from your sight.
I will start chanting the
hear her
nursery rhyme.
chanting?
Yeah, you bet you bet.
Yeah.
None of you ever hear 10 cry out in pain.
I try to do the same thing she's doing and follow her.
Sure.
Yep.
So one by one,
So does Helen.
the group of you, offbeat with each other, start reciting copies of this nursery rhyme and proceed along the corridor until you find yourselves exiting the darkness. Peg follows suit behind the group of you.
Thanks, Dan.
Alright.
How many times is this now that I've saved you?
I've lost count already.
Yeah.
Okay. 10. What's your passive?
My passive perception is 22.
Okay.
I do want to smack Aeolus upside the head for planning on charging forward.
Sure.
So Aeolus follows the group, but he does not recite the nursery rhyme.
You make 5 feet of distance and then take... What's your current hit points?
23.
You take 20 points of slashing damage unless you make a dex save.
I'm going to try and make a dex save.
You failed the dex save. You take 20 points of slashing damage after you make it about 10 feet total. The rest of you hear Aeolus cry out behind you.
Yo, let's just say the rhyme and walk through.
Aeolus?
I'd begrudgingly start to say the rhyme.
Dude, you don't sound stupid doing it. You do sound
You didn't
stupid.
make the rules.
You eventually make it through looking like you just survived the Red Wedding. 10. With your passive perception, as you've entered this open corridor, even with your dark vision, you notice that the tile pattern in the center of the floor is circular, but there's a small, very almost imperceptible lip to it. You notice there's a secret hatch that's obfuscated in the tile pattern in the center of the floor, just because of your passive.
I start inspecting that.
Looking for traps. Make me an investigation check. Not trapped. Totally safe.
Great.
We'll say as you finish inspecting it and then confirm that it's quite safe, the rest of the group has caught up out of the darkness.
Pen takes one look at Aeolus and says, I'm not healing that.
I don't want to be healed. It's fine.
I can't heal that anymore.
Hey, what's going on? You want to die walking through a trap room?
He's very suicidal since that encounter with the skeletons, I have to say.
I mean, I held my...
Everything alright?
Alright.
I don't doubt that, but why does it mean that you don't want to be healed now?
You're bleeding from every hole you have.
I always bleed from every hole.
Kelly's large, much larger than Aeolus. She just walks over, puts him in a headlock, and casts Cure Wounds on him
Sure.
at a level 3. You can squirm all you want. Take your healing.
19 points.
If we encounter anything, you're gonna need your resources.
Yeah, to stop you from bleeding out.
Does
We also
it
need our
occur to
companions.
you? Does it occur to you that you yourself are a resource?
And you yourself are draining our resources by being foolish?
Yeah. You're our most important resource. Don't be an ass.
Whatever you say, bloody mad dogs.
Mm-hmm.
What are those?
I show her the patch I have on my armor.
Oh,
That
that's so
base
cool.
mercenary group in Equan.
That's neat. I like dogs.
If you
Also the
survive it,
maddest.
we'll get you one made.
That'd be wonderful.
Speaking of, where's the bloody pup been in all this? He doesn't like the dark.
Yeah, I just keep him somewhere safe.
Does 10 let us know that she found something, or are we just going on?
And also it takes very long to summon him.
Ah, okay.
I say that I think that there's a hatch, but it seems safe.
Right? We should probably check that out, I think.
So there's a corridor that goes to the north, and a couple alcoves, it looks like, on either side. And then there's this circular hatch that Ten has found. Who opens it?
I say we check out the hatch.
Siegfried, you find the spot that Ten has indicated and sort of try to grip the very small edge with your fingers so that carefully sort of pull with all of your weight to try to tilt this thing back with the very small amount of purchase. It creaks as the hatch opens and you see within. I need you to do nothing. There's no trap.
Nice.
There is a ladder. Looks to be affixed to the side of a natural stone wall. The ladder is made out of metal.
Okay. I called Dunnan over. Dunnan, you're going first.
You're
I just
bleeding less.
shrug. Alright. Going in.
Dunnan drops in, climbs down.
And I say 10 follow him so he doesn't die.
I die. I don't
I
die so
open
easily.
my wings and follow.
Okay. I'm moving your tokens.
Must mistake me for Aeolus.
One by one, the group of you pop down the hole and find a natural corridor that goes off to the northeast. That's a cross, so ignore the other tunnel that's going in a different direction on a different layer. It continues going. Yeah.
So we don't see this. It's
No, you
just
don't.
part of the map.
Yeah, it's just
Okay.
part of the map.
Cool. Okay. Just like to do a quick perception check as I'm walking behind Dunnan.
Sure. How long does enhanced ability last? Is it an hour?
I think an hour, but I will double check.
Okay.
Yeah, it says an hour.
Okay. Yeah. Good perception with advantage then. $13. Seems fine.
I think 10's passive perception is higher than that.
Dunnan, do you still have a torch going, Dunnan?
Yeah.
Okay.
So is it safe to continue forward?
I think so. I don't see anything.
Alright.
You notice the passageway is slowly starting to open up as you as you go.
It's getting wider here. More space, it seems.
There's a very narrow sort of crack in the wall that sort of curves off from the south direction, but then it continues to widen as you proceed east.
Mm. There is a split here.
Are there any tracks around us?
Make a survival check.
Okay. I think I can do it. The survival is technically wisdom, right? Yes.
I believe it is. Getting the most out of that spell. 17.
Yeah.
You don't see footprints, so to speak. However, there is what appears to be almost like a drag mark. The floor here is still hard stone, but there's like bits of cracked stone here and there. And somewhere along the center of this corridor, proceeding in the direction to the east, there's this sort of drag pattern where it looks like almost like someone's come along with a broom and sort of drag and move the loose stone out of the center of the corridor, just as if they walked along with a big broom behind them and just dragged everything.
Does it look like the corridor where we found the acid slime?
It does not.
Okay. Because I remember like those tunnels were like polished.
Yeah, make
and,
me
like all the different.
make me a nature check as well,
Okay.
since that came to your mind.
Yeah. Because we have seen something like nature is intelligence.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Pretty good though. One of the things of the slimes and the ichors that you've sort of encountered in your travels, not just in here, is they don't really need to move parts of their environment out of their way, nor do they cause parts of their environment to move in such way, since they just basically glide over whatever's there.
Okay. So whatever this thing kind of just plowed everything out of the way, it didn't like absorb it.
No.
Okay.
Or it had a big tail.
Something like that. Yeah. I tell Helly there's something with a big rake that went that way. That's what it seems like. And I point out to her the stone, but I mean, I don't think it'll hurt to check this thing out.
Alright. Very tight.
Yep. Make me an acrobatics check then.
Oh boy.
A little bit
Too tight for
of a
me.
squeeze for you, Dunn.
Oh.
It looks like the crack continues, and there's. Oh, excuse me, I just sneezed.
Seems my belly is in the way.
Yeah, and it seems like the corridor is the crack sort of scales up, away from you, and it's just too narrow, too twisty.
I think we won't fit in there. At least us bigger guys.
Yeah, I mean, I can turn into an animal, but I don't want to go too far away from you guys. It would be my last.
We're pretty hurt as is, so we should stick together.
All right, then east, but be careful. There's something went that way.
I turn to Peg. You ever been here this way?
No, the corridor feels familiar, but I don't think we've been here. And wait, she sort of looks apprehensively at Siegfried. What he said, doesn't ring any bells.
Can I do
Ted, are
an
you flying
insight?
or are you walking?
I am flying.
Can I do an insight check on Peg?
Sure. Yeah.
It's to just try and gauge how she's reacting to all this.
Based on what you know of her so far, she seems particularly difficult for you to read, because anytime that you're sort of getting a good look at her face, she's also looking at you, and she's not a fan of Goliaths based on what you can understand. So you're sort of suffering a little bit for the fact that the slavers outside are Goliaths.
Okay.
And that's definitely, you can tell that that's definitely tinging her opinion of you. But that muddies up any other reading that you might be able to get on her expressions.
Okay, yeah. Just basically when I look at her, I just sense that she doesn't like Goliaths.
Yeah, you can tell that she's trying to be kind about it, because you're clearly not with them, but it's still, there's some gut instinct there.
Okay. Yeah, just Dutton, do you see anything up there?
There is another split, it seems.
I don't know why dynamic lighting is. Oh, that's what that is. So part of the wall has fallen away in this space and collapsed into a natural corridor. Pardon me, out of the natural corridor into the manufactured room. And then the ever widening one goes around to the east and looks like it turns slightly south. And as does the trail that Siegfried has identified.
Did it crumble down, or was it torn down, the wall?
You're proficient with mason's tools?
No.
Tough to tell then. It looks like a pile of rubble. You're not sure if it collapsed or was broken through.
And no tools nearby. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, do we want to continue to the east, or go up to this corridor over here?
I think I want to check up what's ahead, but I'm just reading some. Okay. I mean, I say we check out this room. It's obviously something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Dunnan, you gotta go first.
Sure. Mitchell goes first.
What if whatever made the trail comes back and cuts us off?
There is danger around every corner.
You're not wrong. So what does the group do? Should we go spring whatever's following us around here, or try to use the time to
Let's continue with the corridor. There are other two doors. I don't wanna.
Okay. All right, we can come back here.
Yeah. Just you always remember, you're a navigator.
You come to a large room. As you enter the space, Dunnan and then Siegfried as well. As Siegfried, you notice it more because Dunnan is ahead of you. The clattering of Dunnan's armor is starting to echo throughout this space up ahead. It's definitely not quiet. And the trail continues further east.
I say, hold on a second, Dunnan. Making a lot of noise.
Well, you sent me first.
I know.
Sorry.
But now we might be running into enemy territory, so I am going
I think we
to.
have been on enemy territory for a while now.
Well, they didn't notice this before, so I'd like to keep it that way. I would like to. I'm gonna drop concentration on enhance ability, and I'm gonna cast Pass Without a Trace.
Okay.
And then everyone should make stealth checks.
Okay.
And that's the radius, I believe.
Yeah, it's a 30-foot radius.
Okay, Dunnan, be careful.
I'll try.
Is there any specific direction the tracks are going in these branches, or is it just all over it?
No, so they're going, Dunnan's technically on them, to the southern of the two. It looks like these are just columns that are supporting the ceiling here of natural stone. Maybe stalactites and stalagmites that merged over untold years. And are now acting as support columns. But they continue to the east and then around to the south, looks like.
Yeah, I just tell Dunnan you're on the right path, if it is the right path.
Whatever the right path is.
The corridor continues to get wider.
This is getting scary now.
Yeah. Is there any change in scenery? Any? I don't know.
Not that you
Bones
see.
or?
Not that you
Okay.
see. However, what at this point, as you sort of pass by this third column, you start to hear the sounds of water sort of lapping on the shores of something.
Mm.
We back at that lake?
Yeah, I'm gonna just as you get to about here, that's when you hear the sound.
Must
Is
be
the
that
sound
lake.
coming from?
Up this way.
Oh, okay, not that. And do we still see those raking tracks going that way?
Correct. You do.
Whatever it was, it went towards that water. I don't know. That makes I think that makes me feel a little bit worse.
Yeah, it sounds like an alligator or crocodile or something with a low belly.
Oh no. Or a
Not-
snake.
Yeah.
Dunnan, as you move forward, the sound of your armor sort of muffled slightly, but still not totally quiet. Bouncing through this space, you hear a couple of voices chime out of the twilight ahead of you. as your torch sort of sheds a small bit of light. Let me adjust the layer. Two voices. First to the south of you. Well, well, well. What have we here? To your east. Oh, it's them. They've been skulking around and making such a ruckus. In the south again. It's true. Aeolus, you've been doing so well. Although you almost killed yourself back there. It would have been so sad. You see the source of these voices, Dunnan.
Who is there? Show yourself.
In the dim light shed by your torch, you see the haggard and wrinkly visage, flesh looking like it's dripping and melting off of their crone-like bodies. Two women.
Can I step closer? And I would like to, using my Hunter's Bane, is the source of the Fae smell stronger around these two?
Most certainly.
So you're what I've been smelling this entire time down here?
Once. You hear the sort of cackling laughter. I think we smell wonderful, don't we, sister? Oh, we do. It's them who smell.
You're not wrong. Do you live down here? Is this your home?
This is home for many years. The next one. You're intruding in our home.
We came looking for something. Maybe you know where or what it is that we seek?
We may or may not. What is it that you seek, and what do you offer? You seek to enter our home and steal our things.
Well, it's better us than the current group that's outside.
That's true. Sister, what you think of them? I think not. They are better than the group outside, as he says. Although they carry one of their member with them.
He's not of that clan.
Actually, those Goliaths would consider me clanless, I assume.
Are you talking about the Goliath, or are you talking about the elf?
You hear the voice from behind you. Goliath. Siegfried, you call him. As you see, Peggy has dropped her disguise.
Knew it. Fucking knew it.
Oh, great. So you lured us in here.
You mean you weren't able to smell her?
No.
You smelled what you wanted to
Just
smell.
told us.
Besides, you
So
smelled the
what
same
now?
since you've entered. Amazing what a single tiny prick can do.
Well, Peg, So, are you, or were you lying about not knowing the creature that broke the gnolls and the Goliaths in half?
You liked my handiwork?
It was you.
Guilty.
Impressive.
They were tasty. Yes, they were, sister. The one to the east chimes back in. Although it's been a while since we've had dwarf. And what are you, dearie? As several sets of eyes strain on you, Ten.
I ruffle my feathers, very uncomfortably, but don't answer.
See a very long tongue sort of dart out of the mouth and sort of lick the lips of the one to the east. Sauteed. Roasted.
We're looking for a round stone.
A round stone? We have lots of stones.
Ancient.
Most stones are ancient.
One of power. Surely, the three of you, with all of your vast knowledge and years of life, know of what we are speaking of.
And one of the south sort of comes up to you and extends a finger to just trace along your jawline. Unnaturally, there's like 2 extra joints in the finger, and it sort of bends backwards partway through, so it looks like a curved hook, as opposed to an extended finger. And what would such a strapping young man have to offer in exchange for this powerful ancient rock?
You're not really trying to harvest them, right?
Pardon?
I ask you, Ulus. You're not really trying to harvest them, right?
The one peg from behind you. We have a jokester in our midst. How clever.
Every child knows you can trust a hack.
Misinformation.
There's always some catch.
You can absolutely trust any deal we make.
Insight check.
Sure. I'll make an Arcana check as well. Okay. Seems like she's being straightforward. She's saying if you make a deal, you can trust it. You don't know enough about hags, though, to know if they are particularly skilled liars or if they are a type of creature that are like to make deals. You don't know.
Now my nose picks up some bullshit. And it's coming from you 3. And I point to each of them.
You're the one who broke into our home and wished for asking to take rocks.
So what do you just suggest?
Well,
Make us an offer for the rock, and we'll let you take the rock if we like the offer. Or we eat you now.
Well, how do we know this rock is the rock we're looking for? As you said, there could be a lot of different rocks.
Sounds like you have a specific rock in mind. I just would presume, correct if I am incorrect, but that it is the same rock for which your not kinfolk, non-kinfolk outside are searching.
it is a stone that used to power henges.
If you say so.
You can't trust
Aeolus
them.
might be an insight check.
what would an adequate offer be for the three of you?
Sort of look at each other.
Yes, it seems
Then-
like you guys are already much more powerful and set up than we are. What could we possibly offer you?
Sales short. We're the bloody mad dogs.
Best.
Pretty sure they want something unreasonable from us. Like a limp or an unborn child or something.
Please, we just want you to give us a hand.
Mm,
Best
there it is.
the intruders on their incursion. And upon your exfiltration, present to them that you have that which they seek, such that they might not enter here again.
And then they will try to forcibly take it from us.
Yes, but they won't come here. That's the deal.
Mm,
Get it before they do.
It-
And then show
still-
that you have it when you leave. Taunt them. Whatever.
What would you gain from having a limp from us?
We asked not for a limb, we asked for
You
you
just-
to lend us a hand.
Mm.
Taunt them.
I think for once they're not being literal, Dunnan. Who'd have thought we'd find
Just
some
squint
weird
my
effect?
eyes.
If you're offering some of your pretty little digits, dwarf man, we'd be happy to have some sausages.
I turned to
I'm not giving
Ayola.
you anything.
I mean, there's obviously something more to this, but I don't see why we shouldn't take the deal.
How long have the three of you been down here?
And it's nothing.
Do you know of e46?
Pardon?
Aeolus wants to ask them if they know about the two forgotten gods. The
Evil
one,
blessed.
yeah.
Make me an insight check, since I know you're going to ask anyway as you say it. And they respond, Evil Quest. That's a name we've not heard in a while.
Are you fans or not fans?
Workplace associates. Yeah, we know of. Not spoke with. No need. Too
So
much
you're
greed.
You're connected to this oblivion as well?
Not in a manner of speaking, but if you'd like information on Evil Quest, or Greklork, his partner, we would be happy to provide that which we can, but that would be a different deal. Do we have a deal for the stone? Or shall we eat you?
I think we can take care of the
Okay.
outsiders.
I don't trust them. Not one bit.
I don't trust them, Dunnan, but I don't think we can win a fight against them right now.
Absolutely not. We'll take the
You
deal,
hear
I guess.
the cackling behind you. How convenient that you came here with such weakened states. A
Stop
deal it
them
is?
from eating us anyway right now. And I don't say that out loud, I just mumble.
That's why we have to hope that they keep the deal.
A deal it is, a deal been struck. I wish you all of the best luck. You all feel a burning around your wrist for a moment. And a small ribbon has appeared. Looks like it has black and gold on it. Has appeared on each of your wrists, left wrists. Your promise of lending us a hand. One way or another.
See? Give a hand or lose a hand.
How would you feel, the three of you, about becoming more powerful than your workplace associate?
Is this your offer for a deal of information?
Oh no. I would like your assistance in toppling the both of them. However you may offer your assistance.
You feel the cold and clammy fingers of the sister to the south that's next to you just sort of stroke your cheek. And how would you like to help us with that?
How about your sister has seen how easily I can be fell. Grant me the strength I would need to topple them, and I'll see to it that they don't walk his plane freely.
A tall ask on not guaranteed payoff. What is the offer?
The offer is myself.
Disparage yourself on one side, asking for aid. And another sister picks up Peg from behind, who's now snuck up behind Siegfried. Sort of bent almost in half. Her face is like at your navel, Siegfried. And yet then offers same person on it, the other side of the exchange. What should we do? Should we grant and you still perish? No deal.
I think 1 deal is enough for now, Eolus.
Both ladies, are we free to go? May we rest here?
You may rest here once. You seek several things to open your stone's vault. Artifacts of the Raven Queen must be gathered from around and then used as tributes. Should you encounter the Goliaths, kill them or avoid them. It means not to us, but you probably don't want any, the one in the south that picks up, of them to escape and give warning to the previous members of their company. As these sentences are sort of being spoken from different angles around you. It's very disconcerting.
These objects of the Raven Queen, will we know what they are when we see them? Or
I hold up my hand. Well, we have one.
Very good. You hear Peg say from next to Siegfried.
What's Aeolus holding up?
We found a ring.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Siegfried, you
Okay.
feel a warm and unsettling sort of back scratch starting from Peg next to you.
I try not to indicate that I'm very uncomfortable.
Are any of you trained in Arcana?
No.
That's a negative from me.
Nope.
Okay. Yeah. You need 3 more then.
Do you know what we're looking for? The quicker we find these items and chase out the Goliaths outside, the quicker you have your home back to how you like it.
You carry a ring. You need also a pendant, a crown, and a cloak.
Pendant, a crown, and a cloak.
Search near, search far.
Well, we better get to it then. This place is huge. It's gonna take some while to find all those 3 things.
Would the group of you like to have a brief reprieve from such arduous tasks? You may rest here once, if you would like to.
No,
Oh.
this crown and scepter, and what was the other thing, Aeolus?
Man. Oh,
We need a
pendant.
pendant, a crown, and a cloak.
Do these items, do they have guardians or mechanisms protecting them?
They will all be rather well hidden. In various ways. Cross not the lake.
Hey,
We warn you this. Our pet likes to eat.
Oh, thank you.
Well, if we might as well take up their offer of the 1 rest. Thank you.
oh, very uneasy. They just threatened to eat us. Now do you wanna watch us while we sleep?
We have a deal now. Peg,
Conan,
sister, would you be so kind as to return and recast the cauldrons that the group of them destroyed? Of course, sister. I'll be back in an hour.
Conan, I have some bad news for you. We've been watched this entire time.
Yes. But at least they were not right next to us.
Cjbeard would start setting out camp, and he would just say, Aeolus, they can sense you.
Think it may be mutual.
Oh no. Very much.
No.
You look so determined against the onslaught. It was so sad that you almost perished. If not for her, as the one to the east that's not introduced herself, looks at 10. It was going to be so tragic, but you would have been risen again, not to worry. Would have made a fine brawl.
How reassuring.
After you took a few nibbles. Should have licked your lips for a moment.
Well, are you joining us for supper, or should I set another place?
I don't think they eat what we eat. I think we have established that.
Could be just a matter of preference, you know?
Well, it seems the preference is null for them, or anything humanoid. I don't want a ball, stew, or
Enjoy
Well,
your rest, we'll be not
any-
here. You'll be safe in this space. Not a peep you will hear. Come, Groot. We have work to do.
Helly's already nodding off in full armor.
I'm very friendly to them. Too friendly for my taste.
Sort of comes back and sort of takes one of her long fingers with extra joints and sort of just touches your nose. He goes, "I'll be dreaming of you." Licks her own finger.
Yeah.
And then follows Peggy. Oh, sorry, not Peggy.
And don't tell that
Are
is
there-
not
Nana.
unsettling for you.
Are the rake marks going in that direction too?
It is. You
it's
notice
heading
the
towards
source
the
of it
water.
is the oversized garments that these wisps of women wear
Oh, okay.
that are dragging
I was just
on the
thinking
ground
that it
behind
might
them.
be. I just thought that it might be from whatever pet they were talking about. in
Does
the
not
lake,
seem to
but
be. No.
Okay. And there's a crack in this wall. Are we supposed to see that, or is that just the lighting?
You see that? Looks like an arrow slit.
Okay.
Are there any, like, spots on the wall that I'd be able to go up and, like, roost that are not on the floor?
Make me a perception check. DC's not high on this one. You didn't roll high either. None that immediately stand out to you. There's a slightly larger boulder down here that you could sort of sit on. It's about 7 feet in height, but that's about it.
Gonna tuck myself behind Helly. That seems like a safer spot.
Helly will just kind of roll over and protect you a little bit more. Give you a comfortable place.
We should probably definitely keep
Oh.
watch tonight.
I'll take third.
I'll take first as usual. But I'm gonna need a torch.
Let's just hope to keep the red.
Oh, I think my dark vision. I cast it at some point in this before I left for my vacation, so I don't know if that's going or not.
I'd say it's gone by now, yeah.
Okay.
I can just keep the lantern going.
Okay. Yeah.
Mm.
Cool. Thank you. So I'll take first watch like I usually do.
Sounds good. The group
I
of you,
will take second.
the group of
Done.
you settle in for rest.
Yep.
Taking your watches as you go. You're not disturbed during your watches. You do not even hear the sisters that you've just encountered / revealed to you. You have a comfortable rest, undisturbed, and by definition, total safety, thanks to the bargain you have struck. As such, the group of you reach a milestone,
Nice.
which will be a feat.
Cool. I haven't even spent time thinking of what I was gonna pick next.
So the group of you can go ahead and long rest your characters, regain all of your resources, and let's go ahead and take our break here also.
Cool.
So come
Okey-doke.
back 7-8 minutes, and then we'll take a few minutes getting your feet situated, if anyone needs any help adding them. Sounds good.
Okey-doke.
All right.
also,
Okay.
Watsy got in trouble recently for the new Fandelver like revamped adventure because I guess they used AI art in it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which was
But yeah, Rune Shaper's
questionable.
fine. The only thing on there that I will make mention of is the Hill Rune for Goodberry. You get the one
yeah.
casting per day, but bear in mind
Yeah.
you will need a material component after that as well.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
at least for now. I was gonna take Stone and Mountain.
Okay, that's fine.
So I think I can take 2 runes right now, or 1 rune.
And
One
it's
rune.
half your proficiency.
On the feet, it says
Half your proficiency bonus.
yeah,
I wrote
half
it
your
down.
proficiency. Yeah, so it's just 1 right now
Okay. Yeah.
because I have my proficiency is 3.
Yeah. So
I
the
will
proficiency changes again. I think when you hit level 9.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, that feat's fine. And then 10, you said you're
I'm
taking
gonna
alert, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Were you able to adjust your initiative bonus on your character sheet?
No.
Okay, so I'll show you how to do that.
Actually, I'm gonna take the Mountain rune. It's thematic.
So 10 in your character sheet, up on top right, you see the little tiny gear, like where you would change pages to spells. Click on the little gear, and then in the center column, the first box where it has all of your stats. After charisma, there's initiative modifier. Add a 5 to that. So just remove the 0 and put in +5. There you go. And then jump back to the core page, and you should see your new initiative bonus.
Great. Thank you.
Oh, no problem.
There are 2 feats that I'm trying to argue with. One is a recent critical role feat.
Okay.
Which is Vital Sacrifice. I basically sacrifice more health to necrotic damage. Or do I finally take the tough feat?
Take the tough feat.
Which one's Vital Sacrifice? That's the D6 necrotic for a blood boon, and you can use the blood boon. I don't know. The blood boon you only get to use once.
Yeah.
It's 1d6 damage. 1d6 damage, and you get a plus 1d6 to an attack roll, 2d6 to damage, or you can
use a save.
You can give a d4 penalty to someone's saving throw.
I guess I'll take the tough feat.
No. The drawback is it's when you cause a creature to make the save, not when a creature within 60 feet of you makes a save.
Right.
Like, so you can't combo with like Hellerast using a powerful spell and then force that save to be bad. It's one of the saves you cause. Which I understand, like it's made for the blood magic subclasses, like the cleric and the wizard, who care about actually making enemy saves kind of bad.
Right.
But
okay.
Oh,
I was gonna say, I have a question. Should I take heavy weapons master or stealthy? Would stealthy help with my heavy armor, or do they?
What's the stealthy feat?
This is what Siegfried's Mountain Rune is gonna look like, and
that's badass.
It's gonna be right on the chest part of his armor.
Ooh, nice.
Stealthy is an unearthed arcana feat. It is not actually a feat.
Oh, okay. Okay, and I'll stay with weapons. Heavy weapons master.
Now you could take one sec, let me pull up the feat list. Game rules, feats. There is, if you wanted to there's one that gives expertise in a skill. I think it's
skill expert.
Yeah, skill expert. So if you wanted to take something, you could take skill expert, and that would give you +1 to an ability score of your choice.
Okay.
Maximum of 20. That's any ability. You gain proficiency in one skill of your choice. So if you wanted to get stealth proficiency, you could get it there. And then you choose a skill in which you have proficiency. You could then choose stealth if you really cared to. And you gain expertise in it, which is double your proficiency bonus, as opposed to a single.
No, I think I'll go ahead and just keep heavy weapons master since I have the Hurley. Next time, maybe.
Heavy weapon master is also not a feat. Do you mean great weapon master?
Okay, what? Can you pop a link to the list that you have that you're looking at? Because I must be looking at a list that is not accurate.
Or it just might not be from the right version of D&D
Yeah.
either.
You're using the wiki. Do not use.
I am.
Do not use the wiki.
Okay.
The wiki is filled with homebrew stuff, like like tons of homebrew stuff. If you do want to use a website, you can also use 5e tools.
Okay.
And select feats that way, because that'll have the full list. Here, I'll put it in Tavern.
I found it.
Yeah. But that's not populated with people who just want to post whatever feat they want.
Okay.
There's some crazy ones for dual wielders on the D&D wiki.
Yeah. The wiki's allowed, so is pun.
Yeah.
And we'd all be gods.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm still going to be thinking about this then.
Yeah, take your time. Yeah. Alrighty. Dunnan, what are you taking?
Took the mobile feat.
Mobile? Okay, nice.
Wow.
Need to be able to close on people.
Mobile, agile, hostile.
So wait,
The trunk was wake up to me.
so is Tunnen's speed the same as mine now?
35.
Probably.
35.
Nice.
Yeah, he's just a lot tankier and hits harder and smites and
Yes, double the hit points.
yeah. Well, actually, Aeolus' hit points just got fixed significantly.
I'm
Finally.
above 60.
Oh,
Yeah,
half a circle.
because you just gained what,
Does
14?
that mean I have the least hit points?
I believe so.
Yeah, well, I mean, me and Helly put a lot of points into con, so even though I probably get less hit points per level, my con bonus kind of.
Yes, 10, you do.
Yeah.
Because Willem has 70.
Yep.
Yeah.
Great.
Willem is
Oh.
actually pretty tanky.
So wait, how many hit points do you have, 10?
59.
Man, I liked being the lowest.
Don't worry, you will be as soon as you use literally any of your abilities, or walk 10 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Armus was no different.
Yeah.
Pawn is just a dump stat.
Okay. Dual wielder.
Dual wielder. Okay.
Yes. Dual wielder would work wonders for Helly.
Yeah.
You- So,
Because Helly doesn't use a shield, does she?
No.
yeah, because you could use the Great Spear and the Hand Axe. Or that would allow you to use something other than hand axes.
Okay. Yeah, I was thinking Hurley in one hand and hand axe in the other.
So the Hurley is a maul. It is a two-handed weapon. You cannot-
Two-hander. Okay.
Yeah, you cannot use it with dual
Okay.
wielder.
Still, great spear and hand axe. Let's go.
Yeah. Well, and what you can also do is you can use two-weapon fighting when you're using weapons that are bigger than the hand axe, such as a longsword or a battle axe or a warhammer,
Right.
things like that. Things that are one-handed but are not light. The Great Spear has the intrinsic property of being a light weapon, so you can dual wield that with the hand axe because they're both light weapons. But dual wielder would allow you to replace the hand axe with a more potent weapon, in theory.
Okay.
If you
I'll
want.
keep a lookout.
Does Hellerest have proficiency with longsword?
She should, I think. Well, I don't know. She's a shaman, so I don't know.
No. Scimitars, short swords, tridents, all crossbows. So short sword or scimitar.
Yeah, both of which are light.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
you would already be able to.
You would not
dual
need
wield
dual
it.
wielder to use either of those.
The only
So
benefit I think dual wielder would add is that you could add a little bit more to the damage you do with them.
No, that's two-weapon fighting style,
Oh, okay.
which she
I
could
guess
take.
I'll all the time.
Like if you want to be efficient in your damage dealing, Hellerest, what you could do is take martial adept, which
Yeah, and
lets
then
you
take
take
the
one of the
two-weapon fighting.
fighting styles, and then take two-weapon fighting style.
Oh, okay.
And then when you attack with your offhand weapon as a bonus action, so your hand axe, you get your ability modifier damage in the attack roll as well.
Nice. Okay. That sounds great.
Yeah, I think that was a feat that Quinn took in our first campaign as well.
I could also, Spencer, correct me if I'm wrong. I still have the katana.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I can give Hellerest the Celestial Mitigator for her offhand. If you want. And I can use the
Sorry, that's you guys.
That
katana.
sounds good to me.
Yep, you just have to attune to it because it does extra radiant damage.
Ah, nice. Okay.
Fighting Initiate, that's the name of it.
Yep.
I'll put it in Tavern. There you go.
Martial adept, I think, gives you weapons proficiency.
The martial adept is the maneuvers.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Battle
Oh,
master
yeah.
maneuvers.
Makes sense. Being a battle master is really fun.
All right.
I definitely thought about it for Aeolus for a bit.
And then dueling weapon style. Oh no, it's not dueling. It's two weapons fighting. So that's what you're getting, Hellerest. Is fighting initiate selecting two weapon fighting.
Okay.
Okay. As the group of you come to consciousness, your watch has had. You feel more reinvigorated. Siegfried is no longer concentrating on stuff. What'll it be for the group of you?
So, we should probably check out that room we passed, right? Seems like if any of those artifacts or anywhere would be in a room like that.
Yeah.
There's also a door over here. Not sure where it goes, but it's here.
And we also know now that their pet is living in the lake, so we may want to avoid that.
Yeah.
Oh. Good thing we didn't dip into the sea. And the lake.
Yeah. Alright, Dannon, lead the way.
I think we should go back to that collapsed
Yeah, that's the
wall.
plan.
Alright, follow me, guys.
Come on, 10, let's go.
10 is probably disoriented, waking up on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Probably a very weird feeling.
There's also a way down here. Should remember
Yeah.
that.
There are a lot of ways branching off from this area.
Okay. Hellrest, I've added fighting initiate for you.
Okay.
Don't need that anymore. All right. So Dunnan
And did I take the katana?
So you could take the katana or the celestial.
Is the katana
It's a
light?
short sword.
I don't believe the katana is light.
It's not. So
So then
you'll
no.
have to take the short sword.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
It's a magic item, Hellrest. If you go into
Okay.
weapons, melee weapons, it's called the Solace Steel Mitigator. I'm gonna pop it up for everybody. But it is a short sword.
Where did we find that? I can't remember that at all.
I had it made.
Yeah, it was made.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
Appreciate it. I'll save your ass with it, I'm sure.
Yep. So you I'm assuming that you attuned to that during the rest as well in that case.
Yes, correct.
Okay. So as you enter the room ahead of you, to your left are two statues. They are where the two stars are located on the map. They're both facing towards the walls, respective to them. The rest of the chamber has a beautiful dark stone motif that sort of echoes throughout it. And there are flecks of red sort of chipped in any of the cracks and crevices here. It almost feels like you've ever seen like the Japanese art where they use molten gold to repair a cracked pot. It feels a lot like that, but there is this red coloration to it. It's a very nice looking room by comparison, other than the rubble that has sort of collapsed into the space. And then there's these two statues that are facing towards each wall. Statues are unblemished.
I think we should explore to the east first.
Just make sure it's not trapped.
Yeah. Can somebody take a look at the door?
I will do so. I'll listen using my very sharp hearing.
You listen. There is no sound.
And then I inspect for traps.
Okay. You make me an investigation check in that case. It is not trapped. It is locked.
Okay. I am no good at picking locks.
I can do it. Or I can try to do it. No, don't have disadvantage.
You did not put 1d8. Rest. You need to put 1d8.
I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Yeah, all good.
I have no idea.
I'll add it to your sheet.
I'm going to give a wheel to Aeolus as well.
Okay.
On this lock check. So 'cause I don't use that. It's a D6, I believe.
D6, yeah.
I don't use this ability nearly enough.
4. That
So
brings
it's
it up to
15.
15. You work on it for a good 2 minutes, Aeolus. Finally clicks into place, and you can feel the ability to depress the lock function normally. You depress it, and you can feel the latch disengage, and the door is now able to swing freely.
Here you go.
Well done, Aeolus. But there are too many doors in here. They're pedestal or...
Alright, so the space in which you've entered, there is one desk on the northern edge of this room, which appears to be rather ornate, although it's now covered in a layer of dust and a little bit of sort of grime and residue. There's a door to the south, near where Helleras is now standing. As you take a look... Yep, okay. This looks to be maybe at one point like a sort of a guard post or an inspection post of some sort, an office maybe. Although probably out of disuse for a number of years at this point. A very good number of years.
Why would they lock every door in here? Aeolus, do you mind?
Yeah, I can most certainly try. I would like to give it a once over to see if it's trapped.
Sure.
Yeah, I think the desk is over here.
The desk is the
that
north.
what you're-
Oh,
Yeah, I wasn't sure if you're trying to pick the lock or check the desk, but the desk is up here.
all right. Can I give a once over to the desk?
Certainly. Are you
Open up
proficient with
everything.
carpenter's tools?
I am not.
Okay. Make me an investigation check. Very easily, you determine it is not trapped, but there is a secret compartment in the desk.
I'm gonna fumble around with it to see if I can open the secret compartment.
Easily enough. Takes you about a minute. You find on the underside of the desk there's a spot that you sort of have to depress slightly. As you press it in, a different block of wood sort of pops out. That's square. You rotate that 90 degrees and then press that back into place, and you hear the clunk of a drawer. As you open the drawer, you see that the false bottom has been sort of popped out of its position, and you can remove it. You find concealed within the desk 3 bottles of spirits. The label is written in Orcish. It labels these as elderflower spirits. You are not sure what their worth is, but I will put it in chat.
Alrighty. I'm going to put those on the top of the desk and just search around with my hands, feel everything, make sure there's nothing else in this desk.
You give a final good once over. There's nothing else of consequence here. Looks like it might have been looted at one point, and whoever had gone through it was not clever enough to find the concealed compartment that some bureaucrat had hidden liquor inside of.
Well, I found 3 bottles of what could potentially be very old liquor.
At the sound of liquor, Conan gets closer. I think I will hold on to that.
You
Rusty. I
have
will take good care.
You have an
Ah.
entire cask of liquor.
Oh, your point?
Try not to drink these. We can take them back and see how much they're worth.
3 elderflower spirits. Alright. I mean 2.
Are the bottles like? Do they have labels on them, or are they just
They do.
blank bottles?
They do have labels. That's how you
Oh,
identify
yeah, I
the
mean,
name of
it
them.
makes sense. Yeah. Is it like written in?
Just a quick taste if it's still good, because
No.
It looks to be
we're gonna
inked.
carry around bad liquor.
Yeah, it looks to be inked on the label. Yeah, probably
And
handwritten.
it's in our language or the language that
Orcish.
we've been finding? In
Orcish.
Orcish?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
No.
It's written in flowing script, clearly by someone skilled, and carefully made. Donnie, you say you're trying one of them?
I just turned to Eolus and said, shouldn't we just give it this little taste? Because we don't want to carry out bad liquor, do we? Just extra luggage.
No. So I'll grab all 3. I'll walk over to Siegfried. Do you have a bag to put these in?
You're such a buzzkill.
Sure. But I mean, what's so bad of him drinking one?
Yeah. I'm very resilient, trust me, when it comes to alcohol.
But yeah, I'll open up the bag and if he wants
Just
to
give
put
me
them in
one, come on.
there. I mean, he's so nice of opening all these doors for us.
Alright, later I camp then.
All right. Okay.
I am just gonna shake my head and go over to the door that Tannen said was locked.
Okay.
Know that alcohol sometimes steadies the hand.
It's another
I
large
heard.
wooden door. It's bounded in iron. Very clearly locked. Would you like to try to unlock it?
I would like to see if it's trapped first.
Sure. Wise to do so. Make me an investigation check. Nah, definitely not trapped.
Alright, I would like to try to unlock it.
Sure.
God damn.
You work for the better part of 5 minutes here. Make me I'll call it a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. There goes my
You
luck.
get a +4 on that.
As you're working, Aeolus, you feel the tension. You think you have this lock about to sort of click into place. You feel the tension on your tools as you're working. You know you're pretty sure you're holding one of the tumblers in place. And you're starting to sort of lift something else with one of your tools, and it's difficult going. And you hear Dunnan's stomach rumble behind you, and it startles you all of a sudden, and that causes your tools to become misaligned. As you realize you are about to snap your thieves' tools off in this lock, the rumbling of Dunnan's stomach prevented you from doing so.
Oh, any luck?
Not at the moment.
Do we try another approach? As he takes a few steps back. I can throw my weight against it, maybe force it open.
Just step away.
Well, maybe we can find a key nearby.
I'll run against it and throw my whole weight against the door.
Sure. Make me a strength check. Athletics.
And he runs a little bit faster this time.
Slam into the door. There's this cacophonous sort of bashing sound that you feel probably echoed down the corridor or room on the other side of the door as well. The door is still there. What's your strength modifier? 5?
5.
You take 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yikes.
No, heavy armor master does not apply for this.
Oh.
How did that work out for you?
Well, seems the doors were made steady.
You're a little bit dazed.
Crap.
Well, let's see if we can just find a key before we throw down and at it again.
I somewhat dislike this phrasing, throw down against it.
I mean,
you're
I don't
basically-
think-
You're basically a walking batterygram, Dunnan.
Yes, but the way you phrased it means you are going to throw me against it, not
I don't
I
think
myself.
I don't think I'm strong enough to throw you guys. Maybe Helly, but definitely not me.
Alright, what does the group you
Well,
like to do?
let's try the other door.
You go over to the other door. Open it. It opens. It's not locked. It is a closet. There is a crate in one corner that is has the lid removed from it, and it looks to be a series of sort of tunics and basic shoes and whatnot. It looks like just a crate that was used to store extra. Looks to be some type of loungewear outfits. And
Yes, we
those
have found
outfits
the
are
wardrobe for
completely
the guard.
moth-eaten and worthless. Pardon?
I just jotted back. It seems like we've found the wardrobe for the guards. Or whoever stayed here.
Let's see if someone forgot a key in their pocket.
Yes, sir. I'll walk over and rifle through the room.
Sure. Rifle. Go for it. Investigation. There's not a key. You do get a handful of what you're pretty sure is mouse poop. And you quickly sort of shake off your hand. You reached into the wrong pocket.
When he sees the mouse poop in Aeolus's hand, he's like, well, does it hurt to try? And then he's gonna see if he's gonna pop off detect magic.
Sure.
See if he notices anything.
Other than that which you expect, no, there is nothing.
Is
Well-
it magical mouse poop?
Could be. The magic has a half-life, you know.
Only exists if you eat it.
Yeah. So we can either try to break this down, you can try and pick it again, or we go in a different direction.
Hold on.
While they were searching that room down and prepares himself to throw against the door again. For himself.
Sure.
But this time with a little more distance.
Dunnan, would you like some help?
Sure.
Wait
The
till
more the
Aeolus,
merrier.
wait till Aeolus does what he's going to do, and then you guys are Plan B or Plan C at this point.
Defeated by doors.
Yes.
I'm gonna walk over and try again.
Mortal enemies.
Okay. Make me another Thieves' Tools check. 22. Pretty good. About a minute goes by, and you can hear Dunnan impatiently tapping his foot behind you, ready to sprint. Eventually, you hear a click as you feel part of the lock disengage. You feel confident you've unlocked it at this point.
Okay. Can I try to stealthily press whatever I would need to open the door and then stand up and go, I can't. It's just come on, Dunnan.
Sure.
Make an insight check on that.
Make me a sleight of hand check. Yeah, Dunnan, you can make an insight check.
Come on.
Okay.
I start judging.
Yeah. So, Aeolus, you depress the lock slightly. Door looks like it's supposed to open away from you. You say so to Dunnan. Dunnan, you charge towards the door. Make me an athletics check. Okay. Why are you making a check, Elrast?
Because I'm next to him.
Okay.
I told him I'd help him.
Okay. Pat on the back almost sends you sprawling onto the ground, Dunnan. You catch yourself, continue charging. You're now head first towards the door, half bent over. You slam into the door, take 5 points of bludgeoning damage. The door does not go. Make me a history check, Aeolus.
Huh?
Make me a history check.
Through that door.
Is it a pull door, not a push door?
Oh, it's a push. Aeolus, at this point, you recall, there's been a few doors you've encountered so far that are also barred from one side. You suspect not only was it locked, but it's been barred.
Okay.
You have it unlocked.
But we have to open it from the other side,
Mm-hmm.
presumably.
Think there is no going through that door.
Well, thank you for confirming that, Dunnan. And,
I mean, third time is the charm.
yeah, I mean, who knows? It could be one of those magical dwarven doors that you have to hit 4 times to open.
I mean, or we could try another way. I don't think we can open the door enough to slide something through to lift the heavy-ass pieces of wood that we've been finding.
And there isn't any sort of gap under the door, is there?
About a quarter-inch gap.
It's like, I can turn into something small and get underneath, but again, I don't want to be on the other side of a sealed door from you guys. Because I'll need to change back to do whatever I need to do. I'd say we
Would
just
Corin sit under there? Like, because she's a spirit, could Corin
She
sneak
cannot.
through that quarter inch? She could not. Okay.
Yeah. She occupies her space.
Okay.
Corn is made out of hard light. She's a hologram.
You gather not many things can fit through, although probably slimes that you've been encountering can get through underneath doors such as this.
Slimes.
Yeah.
Well, let's try a different route. And he rubs his shoulder while walking away. I should take more care of my shoulders.
Yeah, I really would stop running into things that just don't move.
Or get hit by mummies.
Well, that's why we have 10 here.
Glad that's the only reason.
Is detect magic still going, or?
It is.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
You're also a trap detector.
As you enter this room, again, Siegfried, these statues are magical.
I just watch out, Dunnan. That's magic, and that's magic. Are they
Alright.
giving up anything like abjuration or what are they
No,
just
conjuration.
conjuration? Ooh.
They're facing to the wall, so
And enchantment.
What are they
If it's-
statues of?
they're
Uh,
facing this way or this way?
the statues are of. Double check. It is a warrior woman that has the short sword sheathed and a shield upon her back. She's orcish, and she has a hand outstretched, but it's outstretched towards the wall where she's facing. And then that's the northern one. The southern one is a male Goliath who is garbed in what appears to be agricultural clothes, who has his arms open in a greeting of sort of friendship or camaraderie, like he was about to give you a hug, but he's also facing towards the wall to the south.
Do the pedestals look like they can be moved, or are they thoroughly anchored into the ground?
Maybe a perception check.
Can I help him with that?
Sure, you can make a perception check.
Oh, Secret, do you think they will come to life if we touch that door?
It is conjuration, so
They might be, Siegfried. At a glance from the distance, you'd think it's possible, but you'd have to sort of get up there and attempt it.
Helirast is just curious and looking around and looks up at the faces. She's like, okay, a Goliath and an orc. She just has this weird feeling. She doesn't want to find out that their faces are just like ours.
Yeah, take a look at the faces. They do not appear to be.
Okay.
They both have kind expressions on them, smiles. No pupils have been carved into the statues, but it is welcoming expressions on both of them. Bordering on adoration.
I'm going to grab, say, 5 silver,
Okay.
and I'm gonna put it into the hand of the orcish individual.
Okay. The hands are out as if for a hug, so you can't. You would have to like sort of balance it on his index finger.
Oh, I meant the warrior that has her hand out.
Okay, like she's reaching for something. Sure. Place it in there. Nothing happens.
You're giving away money, you can also give it to me. I'm
Well,
happy to pick it off from you.
Well, if the statue was going to come alive, and not be so happy, I thought maybe bartering, and I'll go and I'll take these silver back.
Okay. Take it back.
Um,
You don't see anything happen.
if they were facing each other, would they look like they were looking at each other for the embrace?
You would
Like they're
suspect
going
so.
towards each other?
The poses seem to suggest as such.
So why don't we? I'll move the one down here, and you move the one up here, Helly. Or Donna, you
Sure.
probably need to help me.
So Helirast and Siegfried, make me strength checks, please. Athletics,
Okay.
pardon me.
Guidance to Siegfried if I can.
I can help.
Um,
D4 from guidance.
D4. Yep.
And can I wheel myself, or
Yeah.
Donna is helping me? I guess.
I think you're able to wheel yourself. Yes.
Okay, I will do that just so I don't embarrass myself in front of Donna.
Sure.
I always fail my athletics checks in front of
9,
since we
14.
started.
You both got 14s. Nice.
Okay.
A few things happen. Firstly, I'm going to kick everyone else besides the two of them to whisper.
Oh shit. Oh my god.
Okay. Both of you make me wisdom saves with disadvantage.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm talking to a lot of people right now. 1 second.
All good.
There, that was in that one.
Okay. Both of you successfully rotate the statues, and now they're gazing at each other. Additionally, both of you are now charmed. You both find each other to be the recipient of your deepest love.
Okay.
You're both enchanted.
Oh no.
Alright, I'm going to drag everyone else back up, and you can... Welcome back, everybody. Nothing happened. You see Helirast and Siegfried successfully sort of rotate these statues until they're facing each other.
Were the statues able to turn?
They were. The statues finally line back up as Helirast and Siegfried look at each other, confirming that they did a good job.
I've lost audio.
Oh, you can't hear us, Sam?
Can you hear us, Sam? Sam? Sam?
Sam!
Sam?
Oh,
Sam?
there it goes.
Sam?
Come back, Sam.
Well, Helly's gonna wander over to Siegfried and just lean her head on his shoulder and put her left arm around his waist and just
Siegfried is having incredibly hard time looking at Helirast. He's trying to look anywhere else besides Heli. He's trying to say something, but he keeps stuttering.
Been impressed by your manliness.
Alright, this isn't the time.
Such a buzzkill. Let them have some fun.
Um,
And do you
Yeah,
think
but-
I did something? Can we try the door now?
You can try the door down. That's fine. What are you doing,
Yeah.
Aeolus?
I just look at the both of them and just shake my head.
And Siegfried finally kind of gets like, it's like, Allie, I'm gonna try writing a song for you. Would you like that?
Oh, I love that. I love your songs. I love everything that you do.
And Siegfried takes out his yarding and he starts trying to write a song for Heli about how beautiful and green she is.
Oh boy.
What the fuck?
To flip
Let's
over
give
to Aeolus
them
and
some
ask if
space.
this is a normal mating ritual.
It's a pretty good song. Average
Oh,
song.
lovely. Ah, she'll take him by the
Siegfried.
hand and say, "Come on, let's go through the door."
Alright, Siegfried sort of meekly follows behind her. Just playing the song. Kind of whistling.
Siegfried,
Huh?
are you okay?
Yeah, I'm with Heli and yeah, I actually feel really good right now. Like, I wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
Do I suspect anything?
Make me an insight check. Yeah, something's definitely off.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna hook to Siegfried and go, I'm really sorry about this. And I'm just gonna haul off and talk him in the face.
Sure. He's got his instrument out right now. I would say you don't have the wherewithal to defend yourself, and you wouldn't block with it. So, what's your strength modifier?
He's
Aeolus?
like, no, not the instrument, and he moves it out of the way and gives you a clear shot at his face.
Yeah, blocking.
Uh, It's a 3.
You take 3 points of damage.
Are you good?
Is anything different, Spencer, or
No,
still carrying up?
No, you
It was like,
you got
ow.
3 points of damage. That's it.
It was like, ow, that hurt, Aeolus, but honestly, I'm still feeling pretty good.
Oh,
It's
but
like,
the-
oh, we got all that liquor recently. he starts looking around for that elderflower liquor.
You have it.
Yeah. He's like, yeah.
Helly is pissed. Absolutely pissed that you would lay a finger on her love. Absolutely just wants to pick you up and throw you against the wall.
And you
Don't
also, at this point,
touch
get the feeling something is off.
10 is concerned about Helirath's wrath and decides to cast calm emotions on everybody.
Okay. I believe there's a save associated with that. Can you drop calm emotions in a chat, though? Wisdom.
It's charisma save.
Oh, charisma. You are correct. I'm wrong. Charisma save, everybody.
I'm going to fail it.
You can't
Failingly.
choose to fail it, yeah.
What? So Helarast fails with a 4. You're not at a disadvantage anymore, Helarast. Siegfried fails.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
All right. So your little love affair that can wait until after we are out of here.
Siegfried,
Okay.
Helarast, your minds are clear.
Like, we're not enchanted anymore?
You have clear thoughts at the moment.
What the hell are you talking about, ALS?
You two were about to go off and, write songs with each other.
Wow. Helly's going to take a nice step back from Siegfried and say, it's more like a brother. You're more like a brother to me.
Yeah, Siegfried's like, oh, gross. And he's sort of like putting his instrument away. He's like, oh, this is the grossest thing I've done with this.
If
Alright.
you're finished back there, we have a job to do.
And,
Gross.
do we realize now that the statues did something to us with the calm emotions, or
You do.
is that- okay.
About this time, calm emotions ends, and
Yeah.
the effects are now present again.
Yeah, he's like, like while he's putting away, he's like, but on a second thought, I just thought of another song. And he starts
Because it only lasts
sitting
a
down
minute.
and yeah.
I really don't like to do this, but as your commanding officer, fall in, put your instrument away.
I think I have to make some kind of save for this, right?
Sure, make a
Yeah.
charisma save.
Okay.
That's force of will.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can do both.
Yeah. I step behind Aeolus and I'm still playing. So that's probably an indicator to Aeolus, because Siegfried always follows Aeolus's orders, but this is
Yeah.
like the first time he hasn't followed it fully.
Maybe we just need to get away from whatever they touched. Let's go, you two.
10, you can make an Arcana check as well at this point.
Wonderful.
You gather the two of them are underneath some type of enchantment or curse.
Curse.
You're not sure which.
This is enchanting.
Yeah, we're not. So, I mean, Siegfried isn't of mind to investigate right now, so he just thinks
No.
he's
Cool.
back to being enchanted. He
Let's
doesn't
go.
have any conclusions. He's just
Out the
following
door.
Aeolus right now.
Did the group you proceed?
Singing. Yeah, I'm singing. I'm singing love songs to Helirast as we're going down the hallway. But I'm right behind Aeolus, so you get the full brunt of it.
Right.
I'm retiring. I'm retiring. That's it. This is my last go.
Okay.
And so I don't currently have remove curse prepared, but I do have a scroll of remove curse.
Okay. Would you like to read said scroll?
Is it really worth it?
Ask the two that are currently under either spell or curse to come and tell me about how they met, and so that way they're near each other when I cast the spell of remove curse.
Yeah.
It was a crazy story. Someone sent me to die in the forest, and then she suddenly came up and saved me.
Right.
Yes, and it was love at first
re-
sight.
remo-
First time I
Remove curse is on your spell list. You have slots appropriate, so you do not need to make an ability check, so you can cast it from there without a check.
Okay.
As you cast remove curse and focus on this tethering between the two of them, arm in arm, telling you the story of how they met, you feel it take hold, and the two of you feel the enchantment upon you break. The curse is broken. You have clear thoughts. The scroll is spent, and Hellerast, upon your shoulders appears a mantle of dark raven feathers. That goes all the way to the ground. A beautiful cloak.
Well, Siegfried, I apologize. I had no control. But look at what we got! I think that was worth it. I mean, it's not like I stuck my tongue down your throat or anything. We just kind of...
Sigrid goes and
Stop.
Sigrid goes and hides behind Dunnan. He's like, sorry about that, Ellie.
Oh.
Oh, now Helly knows exactly what to do to tease both of them.
He's like, well, at least the song was pretty catchy. I think I got something.
Down in, make me a deck save.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
You stepped on a trap, Dunnan. Dunnan, as you step there, you feel the wire break at ankle level, and the false ceiling at the top of the steps give way, and a clattering of cobbles, rocks ranging from cobble size to boulder size just tumble down the stairs and into you. You take 14 points of bludgeoning damage and are knocked prone and restrained, as you are half buried in stone.
I am going to turn to 10. You know, just leave me to die.
All your lovey-dovey shit just threw me off.
You still take full damage with the shield master.
Yeah. I just read.
Yeah. And it's the when you would take half, you can take none, but it's half of evasion effectively.
My shield hurts. My head hurts. My shoulder hurts.
Oh
it
man,
has
you
been
sound like
already.
me.
Yeah.
Now give me that damn spirit and let me drink the pain away.
Yeah, two people just had their heart broken, and Dunnan had his world rocked.
Yeah, Siegfried starts writing a breakup song.
I need that
Ellie
spirit
liked it because
right
for a
now.
brief moment, she had a boyfriend who was taller than she was.
Oh boy.
Then, be so kind and take a look for further traps. Are we all clear in the head now again?
I help pull Dunnan out of the rubble.
I start flying forward looking for more traps.
Okay. You do not see anything else that stands out to you with your passive. As you round the corner, you do see a very narrow crack in the south wall of the corridor that sort of branches away from you. And then up ahead, you see a wide room that opens up.
I am not able to fit in that crack, correct?
You might be able to. It'd be a squeeze. You can feel like you might be able to, but Siegfried and Dunnan might be pushing it.
Okay. I kind of want to poke my head in and see how far I can get, and if there's anything back there.
Sounds good. I'm gonna adjust your token. So
I think this might be something that Corin can go in as well.
it opens up about here, and then it branches around. I'm gonna jump your token further ahead to this space as you sort of scouted out this area. And I'm going to read you the description for the space that you've just come to. Where is it? There it is. Nope, not that. As you enter this space, there is a series of wooden racks with what appears to be some type of twine or rope stretched along them. Hanging on some of these is various garments. Looks like a washing space for clothes. Additionally, there is a rack along this area over here, slightly away from the washing space. Looks like a tanner's rack, upon which there are currently stretched 3 gnoll hides, currently being stretched and tanned.
Do the clothing look like they are roughly like the witch sized, or
Seems
are
like
they...
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am gonna go back.
Okay.
This is not a space I want to be in by myself.
You found their laundry room.
I'm the laundry room. Cool. Now I'm gonna continue looking for traps.
Okay. You do not see anything, and then you recognize the space into which you've entered. This is the northern end of that darkened corridor, where the group of you previously went through the circular hatch.
Are you moving us, Spencer, or
Yeah,
should I be moving? Okay. Sorry, I didn't realize there was a hallway there.
Yeah. All good. Yeah, I was shift pinging the group. Yep.
Cool.
I want to check this door for traps.
Okay. Make an investigation check. Not trapped.
Great. I'm
Wait.
gonna open the door.
Definitely trapped. Nope.
Oh.
Definitely not trapped. You're not sure. You open it.
Yes.
Door opens. Nothing happens.
Great.
The space into which you enter, you see a large column in the center of the space, square, about 10-foot square. A room off to the south of the column, like further away on the other side of the column that seems to be a bit wider than the one in which you're currently standing. A small alcove in the wall to the south, right here, that looks to be made out of slightly lighter stone. Maybe it was used as a space with a desk at some point, maybe an altar, you're not sure. Although there's nothing presently in that alcove. And as you enter more properly into space, you see a series of curtains that are hung along here. And based on Aeolus's perspective, is also 3 chests along this area down here.
We can't let Sam climb inside a chest again.
What?
That's out of character.
What? What are you talking about? I didn't lose everything. You said there's 3 chests?
3 chests, yes. As you move into the space proper, done in this torchlight flickering throughout, the 3 chests, there's a gold, there's a silver, and there's an iron chest.
That same bullshit again.
Really strong flashback. But Aeolus doesn't. No. Well,
Is my detect magic still going?
I would say at this point it's faded. If you wanted to re-up it, you could spend another spell slot.
Yeah, I will do that.
Okay,
It seems
mark
like it
off
would be
another
helpful. Yeah.
first level. There is no magic that you immediately discern, other than that which
Okay.
you expect.
Oh. Oh yeah. Leave on the kitchen counter.
I'm gonna move towards the chest in the middle and look to see if it's trapped.
Siegfried, when you take that step back towards the main entrance where you came in, you do detect the sense of illusion in that corner where the alcoves are.
Wait.
The middle chest, that is the silver one. Make me an investigation check.
Is this the alcove you're referring to?
Down here.
Sorry, I missed that ping.
30 feet
over
to your
here.
right. Yeah. The silver chest that you've checked in the middle does not appear to be locked. There is no traps that you immediately detect.
Wait, before anyone touches anything, there's some kind of illusion magic on this wall. And I'll reach out and try to interact with a part of it that appears to be an illusion.
Your hand passes through the wall.
This seems like an entrance here.
There's a false hidden wall behind you.
And there is curtains.
Those are just curtains, yeah. They're just hanging.
Just one side of it just separates the bottom part of the room from the top part of the room.
Correct.
Okay. Are there any? Is it like a tapestry curtain or?
No, actually, it is just a regular curtain. The ceiling here is only about 10 feet.
Okay.
So it just looks like a way to delineate a private space from one space from another space. Pardon me.
Okay.
Last time we saw a curtain like that, there was a beholder behind it.
Yeah, and also me and Dunnan got attacked by some weird shadow monsters when we.
Oh yeah.
Curtains.
Yeah.
Do not touch the tapestries here.
So Aeolus does not appear to be trapped, nor locked. Do you open it?
I am going to look at 10 and just go, well, it's not trapped. I'm going to flip open the lid.
Okay. As you flip open the lid, 1 second, I need to roll some dice.
Gosh.
Your face does the best impersonation of the backside of a porcupine, as you are stuck by 10 needles in your face. You take 10 points of piercing damage, and they're just sort of hanging there
Oh, terrifying.
as they get launched out of the chest into your face as you open it.
That's
I would
like
just-
the Final Destination stuff.
Yeah.
I would just like stand,
It's the worst acupuncture.
sit there and blink. Is there
quiver.
anything in the chest?
No. There's just the bottom of the chest that you expected is not there. It's about 2 feet deeper, and you just see the mechanism to launch dozens of needles, of which you now look, and there's more of them that are stuck into the ceiling.
I'm just gonna look up, look
You
at
see
the
about-
group.
You see another roughly 20-ish needles stuck into the ceiling that missed your face. They were just made to carpet the entire area above the chest.
It's a good thing your face isn't bigger, Aeolus.
I mean, this actually feels pretty nice. I feel opening up my pores. I'm gonna take the katana in the scabbard, and I'm gonna use it to open up that chest
The gold?
while I'm not standing in front of it.
Okay. You don't check it or anything? Fine. Open it. Make me a con save.
First time I've rolled really decently on a con save.
Nice. You mitigate the damage. As you open the gold chest, there is this flash of light that just briefly illuminates the space. There's 0 shadows for the split second that this flash happens. You are far enough away and resilient enough that you do not take the radiant damage. You are blinded, though.
Fuck! Ow!
Stumbling around. You hear the tearing sound as you crash into one of the curtains and it falls down upon you.
Is there anything in that chest, guys? This acupuncture doesn't feel that nice anymore.
Is there anything in that chest?
There is the remnants of the glyph of warding that Aeolus triggered.
Oh, Siegfried will lie and say, oh, there's nothing in there.
The self-hurting of yours is getting very concerning, Aeolus.
What? Huh?
You're not deaf.
Yeah.
What?
Maybe Dunnan should
Would
try
they
the rest.
leave the other chest alone?
I mean, there could be something in there.
Yeah, but we opened up
Yes,
two. I'm gonna
Aeolus,
walk
there
over
could
and
be
open it.
something in there. I'm rooting for you.
Roll me a D8, Aeolus.
Third time is the charm, like I said.
You don't end up walking in the correct direction.
Oh,
You're still
Ow.
blind.
Well, would you be
Hey.
so nice and help Aeolus out?
hey guys. Hey, ow.
Does it seem like here? Let me help you with your blindness, old man. I will cast at least. Let me see if I can even do this. Yes.
For blindness?
I'll cast Lesser Restoration on him.
Yeah. Lesser restoration ends blindness. That does work. Your vision returns to you, Aeolus. Instead of just white light everywhere, it slowly fades back into the room that you are expecting.
That's some bullshit.
Yeah. Do you still want to keep going, or?
There's
Got
one
it,
more
different.
chest. But
Up to you.
first I got acupunctured, then I'm blinded. What is this one gonna blow up?
Probably. The
You
other
make an
one had a
investigation check?
the other one had a glyph of warding
Yeah.
it. I'm surprised it did not blow up. Honestly.
Okay, make me an investigation.
And I will wheel him on this one.
Roll a d6.
I'll just motion everyone to stand back.
19.
Oh,
It is most
Nice.
certainly trapped.
Awesome. I'm gonna motion everyone to stand back. Here, come with me. I should have done this before. And I'm gonna pick the lantern up. I'm gonna speak a phrase, and the spirit exits the lantern and forms a mage hand. And I'm gonna instruct it to open the chest.
Okay, is the spirit attempting to disarm the trap, or are you just opening it?
It's gonna attempt to disarm the trap.
Okay, do you have Mage Hand Ledger Domain? I believe you need to be an
I-
Arcane Thief to do that.
Oh, well then,
You would need
No,
to be, you yourself would need to be over there to try to disarm it.
okay. Then I will try to disarm it.
I mean, you could just have the Mage Hand open it. Don't let me steal your thunder on that. Whatever you want to do.
Yeah. No. I will try to disarm it,
Okay.
and then I will have the mage hand open it with
Okay.
no one around.
All right. Roll me a Thieves' Tools check.
Let's go.
15. Okay. As you slide your tools in and feel along, you feel the wire that is connected to the lid. And this is what you suspect the trap is. And you very carefully snip the wire. So that way lifting the lid doesn't pull on the wire. feel you've got it.
All right. Well, then screw the mage hand. I open it.
All right. As you open it, you hear the clattering sound. The inside of the chest is mostly empty. The bottom, roughly inch of it, is filled with what appears to be gemstones. As you lift it, the wire that you cut that holds up the false bottom of the chest no longer holds it up, and the false bottom falls away, and you watch as a fortune in gems just falls into a black void beneath the chest.
Yep, there was nothing in here.
All right. Well, we found a hidden doorway, so.
Yeah,
shoot
yeah.
that.
Yep, cool. Uh-huh.
Okay, we'll pick up on you guys with the hidden door next week.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Oh my god.
Ah.
Does anybody have yakety sax they can play?
Right? Jeez. What a mess. Hags, a love curse.
I fucking knew it!
3 trap chests. The one time you succeed on disarming the trap, it's actually a fake trap.
What?
I was gonna ask, like, are we sure the mayor hasn't been here?
Yeah, no
There's
kidding.
weird, malicious traps. There's.
Yeah.
One.
It
I
seems
got
like-
one. I guessed one right.
Yeah. And
Like,
the one that you
seems
guessed
like-
right was like 10k gold worth of gems that just vanished.
Oh man.
I'm not worried about the fortune.
Yeah.
I guessed the hag right.
Okay, guys, I gotta go.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good
Me
game,
I got
too.
everybody.
family going. Come on.
Alrighty.
See you guys
Okay.
next week.
See you next week.
Bye bye.